Alrighty. So we are back on. Sorry for that slight delay. Had to go and take a couple people home. So now we're back for a little while. I want to go for at least another hour. Let's fill in our scouting mission for today. Ooh, I almost didn't grab any of this stuff. Whoopsie doodles. That would have been really bad if I'd forgotten to do this. We're going to set up our scouting for the boss. Let's see how many there are. So midweek boss battle with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Ooh, and mobile gems are going up. So Bischoff is going to be used. That's going to be nice. Get him ready for that. So we'll have Bischoff. There's going to be purple gem increase and blue gem increase. So looks like Bischoff is going to be a destroyer of worlds. Possibly a little slow, but definitely a big shot to the face of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So we're going to have an active shield that needs to be broken with 70. So, of course, Neutralizer is ineffective now. It's got to heal for 20% of max health. Deal a crap ton of damage. For what? For every charged green MP for a max count of 1 for all teammates and drain their MP. So no green moves. No green moves this time. Hopefully people understand that, people acknowledge it, and people just walk away from it. Because nobody should be running those at all. So if you are hearing this and you know for a fact that you're going to be running green moves, don't freaking do that. I wonder why no green moves. I actually wonder if Ezekiel's going to be good for this one. I'm curious now. I think with those immobile gems, it's a kick out though, isn't it? Convert all immobile gems into leech gems. Do immobile gem damage. So I'm wondering if we can actually take that and make it stupid. I think you can go single leg Boston. Obviously throw on NWO Hogan for that charge. I think you can go this route for Ezekiel, 5,000%. So let's bring up the calculator real quick. 225, 177 is that, okay? So I want to say it was at 5,000. Wrong, Jeffrey, wrong. 5,000, so it's going to be times 50. 11 million damage per immobile gem. So if done correctly, now this is if it's done correctly, Big Zeke might actually be a play here. So you need 7. So given the board and stuff like that, if you can go the single leg Boston Crab, charge up these two, hit this, charge it up or charge up the submission again, just kind of let it do the same thing you just did here with the 7. I really think that Ezekiel could be a big player. So we're going to back out of the game real quick because my VIP clearly isn't working even though I bought the strap pass. I think Ezekiel and Bischoff are going to be very, very strong. Very, very strong. It's $1 billion though. I think it'll be strong for a small carry. May need a couple of them. Bischoff with gear is going to make the most of the situation. That's for sure. So that's something to highly consider. So we may be looking at Bischoff here soon. Just to see, but Bischoff might be a little slow, which is my problem with him, is I think it's going to be, he's going to be swipe heavy. So Bischoff might only be able to go off once or maybe twice if you're lucky. Let's look at Bischoff here. So base damage is 26,000. I want to go back to Ezekiel. For some reason, my gut is telling me Ezekiel is going to be the trump card here. So we know it's going to be times 50. We know it's 7 to get there. So ultimately, we would want to run this. And then, because once that goes off, oh, right there. Sammy, you're there. You know what you're supposed to be doing, and it makes me so proud. Okay, so let's set that real quick, because 12K could make a difference. But let's go 225,177. Obviously, obvious answers are obvious. 50%. This is what you need to go with here. I don't know why I got rid of the calculator. So gem damage. Let's go with previous on this one because I know I've had them on here already. You want to go Hogan? Obvious. Let's go back to the moves here because that's going to affect the jumping knee. And then you're going to want to go with Eddie Guerrero. So we're looking at 500,000 per. So if we go 562,943 times that by 50 equals 28 million damage. Let's say roughly you're going to keep 5 on the board. 140 mil. So Big Zeke or Ezekiel is on my list now of who is going to be beneficial for this boss battle. I'm going to run Zeke, and I think this can get the job done. I really do. Ezekiel is going to play a big role. Bischoff is going to play a big role. Trying to think here of who has immobile damage. So we're going to get to the other stuff here in a bit. I just want to wait and see if more people show up. So let's go with our lineup real quick. Let's go with immobile, make immobile. So that's Goldberg on that standpoint. Destroy immobile is not there. Okay. So we'll go over here. We'll go immobile. Not going to happen with Mr. T. Let's go immobile. Ooh, Captain Lou. Forgot about Captain Lou. Go immobile. There's a lot for immobile in this one. So Honky Tonk Man is going to play a role. Zeke obviously is going to be the biggest one. For purple gems, I don't know if there's a multiply on purple. I'm leaning more towards the immobile because it's 5,000, but there's 5,000 also on purple. So that's going to be a toughie. This is gonna need to be theory crafted for quite a bit. So let me bring up here. Okay, so yep, that's ultimately where my mind goes. My mind immediately goes to a big Ezekiel, and I think if handled correctly, it should pay out very well. Now let's see who is Big Papa Pump and something else. Attitude Era. Of course, it's APA. Crap. I just really want the rosy plate. Can I do it, though? APA or Big Papa Pump. This is the only other spot, so I think I can handle that with what I have. Okay. Not happy about this. Mr. Bradshaw. What's your moves? I've never actually used you before. I know you're a pain in the ass. I know that for a fact. Ron. I can run Ron way easier than this. Okay, so I could take him up right now. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to do this. Do I have a previous on him? I do not. So obvious answers are obvious. We're going to try for... I don't think I have Nakamura up high enough for the 12K. Nope, he's not high enough for the 12K. Oh well, you know, such is life, but we're only looking at 5-star bronze, 5-star silver. So I'm not too concerned there. I want a generator, so I want Big John or John Stud here. That's red gems. No, I don't want John. Why did I mess that up? My brain is on boss battle right now. Black, Titus O'Neil. I always forget he exists. Okay, 12 random gems into row break. So let's go there. And then Santa, I guess. Let's go with Santa. All right. I have no metals. His belt is completely locked, and I'm not wasting parts on this. So here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. If I can get past Farouk and I can get to Rocky Maivia, I should be able to do hard and normal relatively easily. And I'm hoping that is enough to push me over the edge to get me that plate. If I cannot get that plate, I'm about to be super fucking sad. Okay, so no obvious breaks. Yep. I've never actually used Farouk. Kind of upset with myself that I've never actually used him. He does seem relatively good. Is that columns? Yes, it is columns. So, we can go here. No, let's go here and here. Sure. I mean, why not? That's not bad. I think I can handle Rocky. Just fill the board with black gems and break everything, so that works. I may wind up taking him pretty high because this is actually pretty strong once it gets rolling. So maybe it is beneficial to actually run him now. I don't know. Hey, this is without a belt, so it's doing substantial amount of damage. I mean, it's staying pretty subpar. So I'm not even going to think about what he's going to be like higher. He's not worth my time taking up higher. Muhammad or Ali has to be the next one for sure. But this is about to be a wreck fest. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, so I really just want to hit this and then move on to hard, move on to easy. Hopefully we get some more people in the chat to talk about boss battle because I really want to break down this boss battle. I really think I think we got some solid choices. I think there is a lot of room for some good calls. I really do. I don't think the board was in my favor. The board was not in my favor. keep it rolling, I guess. I just got pings upon pings upon pings upon pings. So many pings. Okay. So, see a couple purples. Let's do a few purples. Going through my head right now of exactly how this boss battle is going to go. Oh, shit. I don't think I can use Big Zeke because it's green. I just thought of that. It's a green submission, so either... Oh, I don't think Big Zeke is going to be the key. He's one of them. He could be. I mean, if there's no MP on your green at all, it is possible, but it is also severely risque. Hold on a second. I think it's gonna be something. So I thought I heard someone at my door. I don't know. I was really hoping Big Zeke would be the key, but with that green move damage, that's going to make it very, very difficult and very, very... It's going to be questionable. That's for sure. It's questionable. I think there's a way to do it. I just don't know how exactly we're going to do it. And it doesn't mean I'm not ready and willing to try. Because really, that's ultimately what it comes down to at the end of the day, is whether or not you want to make that effort to try it. With the fact that cross or the immobile gem damage is so high, that's where ultimately I'm leaning towards, is the fact that it's so high up there. Don't kick out. It's not worth your time. Good boy. So I don't know. I really... So Bischoff, for sure. Bischoff is going to be one of them because of both the purple gems and the immobile. So obviously, Bischoff is pretty obvious. I'm not going to reach that last milestone. I can feel it in my loins. I'm not going to reach that last milestone. I'm not going to get that fucking plate. They literally make it to where those last milestones have to be paid for, and I'm not going to get that plate. If I keep lying to myself and I keep telling myself I'm going to get it, there's a possibility I'm going to get it. But if I stick with realism, it'll be a nice surprise. Let's hope. I have hopes. I have hopes. Hopes. Really want that plate. That plate has been on my list for Dom Dom for so long now. I just really want that plate. Because that opens up a lot of doors for a lot of cards for the All Heart plate. Because the All Heart plate basically is sitting on Dom for no reason right now. I needed 300,000, I believe. I'm going to be so freaking sad if it doesn't work out. But if it doesn't work out, that means it's not meant to be, and it needs to be understood that that's just the way life is. We hope for the best. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. I do like the fact that, of course, put it out into the universe will abide. Someone was here. 2 people were here for a minute. Now they're gone. They left. Maybe they're still here. Who knows? I can't read this shit. Kind of wondering if Striker Farouk is actually worthwhile at 6-star silver. If it wasn't for the fact that all of this is like really random, I think he would actually do a considerable amount of damage. At least probably 3 mil. Somewhere around there. Especially if you have Santa Hogan anywhere between 5-star gold and 6-star bronze. Could be worth it. Could be. Oh, I'm so freaking nervous right now. Because I know all that's on the portal for today. Oh, what is that? What did that say? What did that say? 65,000. Damn it. I thought it said 650. Okay, so that's 110,000. Here's hoping. Maybe I did the math wrong. It is possible. I've done the math wrong a considerable amount of times. Maybe I just did it wrong and I'm actually right there. Maybe. Who's to say? That was a very beautiful cascade. Why is my chat not working? There we go. What's up, bro? Can stay for a little bit. Did you get the rosy plate yet? I'm thinking of Rocker Sean as a card for me. I gotta go. See you later, bro. Simon, I'm so sorry I didn't see you, dude. My live chat for some reason wasn't working. I'm so sorry. I gotta type that into fucking chat. Simon, if you watch this later, bro, I am really sorry I missed that. I did not realize my chat wasn't live. Okay. No, don't I just feel stupid? Oh, I don't know why it said top chat. I don't have donators yet. No, that worked out nicely. If I fall just shy of this, tears will fall, they will crash around me. I'm so freaking nervous right now. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to know how close I am. I just want to get through the tour, because this is literally the last bit of single points I can get. Either way, I did do the strap up. Either way, I am still putting drip on Dakota. I am still putting La Familia on Liv. It's just the rest of the stuff falls, you know. It's just all heart plate might not go on Shamrock right now, because I think I put an MP plate on him. I'm sure all heart plate will go on something better. I just saw the all heart plate going for Shamrock a little bit better because of the fact it's double submission, and then it's a green move on top of that. Let's just go here, finish him off. No reason for an extra step. Definitive answer, 30,000. Okay, the very last one. This is the last one. I always fall short of these plates. Every single time I fall short. And that's the way you end the fucking tour right there. Okay. I just saw it. $126,000. I'm checking Portal real quick. I am furious. Because all this is tokens, right? It's not even tokens because we're not top 10. I'm go here. At least get the last bit of freaking medallions. I mean, you ever want something that ultimately kills your love? Right there. I am 6,000 short, 5,600 short. 5,600 short. That right there just made me want to lose my mind. Okay, let's just, for shits and giggles, 740, and then just bags. I have no other way of getting fucking points. This is a joke, right? It's got to be a joke. Like, this is ridiculous. I did everything. There's nothing else to do. There's no other points to grab. I did everything. I've done everything. Like, this is the biggest kick in the crotch I have ever experienced in my life. Biggest kick in the fucking crotch. That's not even worth it. I wouldn't even be able to get it with spending $20. I'd have to spend 30. Is it the Ruby market up? Nope, Ruby market isn't even up. $40,000 points in that one. 1,900 Acolyte. So 40,000. Nope, that's still not even worth it. I spend $20 more, I get it. Scopely wins. Scopely freaking wins. It angers me so much that I had to go to that extent. It angers me to the point of no return that I had to go to this extent. I'm still not even enough. It didn't all the way go through. Not all of it went through. There's no way it went through. Okay, so let's just do this. I mean, screw it. That just pissed me off. Oh, I'm so mad right now. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so beyond angry right now. Yep, I guess so. I got a Ron Simmons, just not the right one. You want a way to tilt someone? There you go. Give me my Xbox. Oh, Sika. Nice. So fun. Oh, there we go. We hit it. You want a way to tilt someone? There's your way to tilt them. No Ron. No plate. Oh, I might actually be able to get Ron. Maybe. I think I'm at 72, maybe. That's a killer right there. And now the game's not gonna work. And now the game's just flat out not gonna work now. Is this really what we're? Is this the route we're gonna go down now? You really gonna push me? You've already pushed me over the edge once. This thing is so far back right now. Nope, everything already went through. All right, let's see where we stand. $70. Wouldn't that be nice? Did all this for this plate. Give me star fillers. Ultimately, I'm wanting out of this to be a majority of it is yellow. Because I need to star fill Santa Hogan. Once that happens, then we'll go from there. Like, I'm happy I have the plate now. Like, that ultimately was the whole reason for that entire endeavor. But it angers me so much that I had to go to that extent. Like, you shouldn't have to go to that far in an extent to get what we got. Like, it shouldn't have to be that way. Okay, how many do I got left? 4. 4,000. Don't need that. Just go with strap parts, I guess. No, we'll hold. We'll hold the rest of them, see where we land on everything else. Someone just walked in. Give me a second. Oh, 100. Yay. Okay. So there was all that. Okay. Let's just see where we're sitting at star-wise now. I always check the showdown shop before I go in. Because I always hope for this. But I was really hoping all those would be yellow. The game knows 1,000% when I want something. This is minutes behind. There we go. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I was that far behind. I don't know. Something really weird happened there. Okay. Learning YouTube as we go along. Okay, so here is the pinnacle. Okay, so this is where we're going to start damage assessing. Okay? So that's fine. Go over to career, go to change tour, go down here, go down here. Let's go with Volter. Okay, so I'm going to take off that and just go with this. So this is my normal setup for feud. Now, I do realize that feud numbers do change based off perks and everything else like that, but I just want to see where I land. And that's ultimately where I want to sit. So I think, if I remember correctly, this slams for about 6 mil. Slam it down. Bada bing, bada boom. Explosion of flavor. 5.5 mil. Okay? Good to know. So we're sitting roughly 5 million damage. Ricochet back around. Regardless of how this works out, Dom is still going to be one of my go-to tricksters. 1,000%. He's very good. He's very efficient. He can recharge super fast if he gets caught out. So not too worried about him. 5.5 is the common ground. Okay? Good to know. Good to know. Now, this is where I'm going to get slightly angry again if what I just went through does not refill what I had already invested into the plate parts. Because I didn't go completely hog wild on those plates. I made sure to leave a couple of deals in there. Okay. So let's go here. We're going to rotate this off. Put on Mark of the Hero. Please do not make me regret this. Okay, Mark of the Hero. We are still sitting at 181%. Let's go back into Walter. We're sitting at 5.5 million damage. Now, I want to know if this pans out. If this pans out, fantastic. If it doesn't pan out, I'm going to be slightly sad, but it's still going to stick. So this should be trigger 1. 58,931 on regular. 120,000 on leech. Okay? 120,000. 120,000 is where we're looking. And we're not going to be able to see what happens after this triggers. But this should trigger a second time. That should trigger. That brings all that down. Blows up. Explosion of flavor. It really only pumped it up like 1 million damage. Well, either way, he wasn't able to kick out of that. He was able to kick out of the other ones. So 6 mil. That is not bad. Because really, if you think about it, next turn, I could go again. And I just got to avoid sub guys. That way, turn 2, I can go off and have it trigger 2 more times. So that's still good. Okay, so not as disappointed. I thought it was going to be bigger, but we're okay with what we have right there. That sits. Okay, so we're going to remove drip plate here. I want La Familia. Okay, so La Familia is back on live, right where it belongs. We just need 22,000 more metal shards. So that part's done. Now, Miss Dakota here. I really prefer if we went different here, but this is going to have to do. Yeah, we're going to have to stick with Fury. But we want to get the most bang for our buck out of the Fury, and that is going to be right here. So we're going to be looking at about 70% increased damage, something like that, something in those regards. So I just want to take from cards I'm never going to use, which is basically Lashley. I'm never planning on using him. I guess I could have taken it off of Asuka too. I have so many Fury medals laying around on cards I never plan on fully using. So, because to me, Fury is a placeholder for Fury 2. I want percentage here. Percentage is on Rocky, and it needs to stay on Rocky until I can full Fury him. Just take it off of Taker. No, can't take it off of Taker because it's 20k and I only have 17k. So avoid the 5 drops, I guess. Solid number. Percentage off of Alondra. Okay, take it off of Alondra. Always want to go percentage. It makes a world of difference. Okay, so when it comes to her, we want to go previous. Is Xavier in my previous? Yep. Okay, so we want to go previous here. Now let's look around. So purple gems. Black gems. Black gems is telling me I need to use Nakamura. I need to take Nakamura up to 6-star bronze, which I may do here in just a minute. Z Edge would be ideal here, but not going to happen. So the only reason it's not going to happen is I don't have him. So that kind of sets me a little bit sideways, but Santa Hogan still does well. Santa Hogan still holds a place. I really think in these regards, I'd do an MP reducer. So this is how I'd run her for feud. I think this will pan out nicely. Let's look at Naka real quick. See if I'm even able to take him up. I think I can. I can. Okay, so we're just gonna take Naka up so where he's 12k anyways. It is necessary. Extremely necessary. Let's not use our TP because there's no TP contest going on right now. We'll just use up shards. Shards are the easiest thing to come by with Nakamura, so I'm not worried there. So Dom to me right now is hitting a consistency that I enjoy. I may switch off. I think the problem that laid with that one was I had Bailey on there instead of Hall of Fame Taker, which now that I think about it, Hall of Fame Taker being on there is far more beneficial because it's all yellow gems and she's solely leech. So that kind of negates out the other yellow gems that'll fall within a cascade. So I think it'd probably be beneficial for me just to, okay, 21k, so we're at 12k now. Okay. We're right where we need to be in the sweet spot when it comes to gem damage. So Mazel tov there. Once we have Santa Hogan up to the next stage of his life, we're going to be looking at 1 MP extra, so that'll help. And I am still way too far away from that. Oddly enough, I'm probably going to have him at 5-star silver before anything anything happens with that star fill. Okay, so we're going to change up the tour. We're going to go back down here. Stick in hard mode. I think it's all dudes across here, honestly. See if there's... Oh, China. Fantastic. I will rock your face. Okay, so this is without drip plate. I'm not 100% on how to run this, so this is my first real run with her. So I'm seeing all the blacks down here, so I think I'm going to hit up here with this. I want to blow up as many of these as possible. I know that. So we do our bicycle kick. 3x2 area, going for the most bang for our buck, filling up the board with blacks, filling it up again, hits, hits, hits. Ooh, 3 million just off that. So this should be exciting. Okay, like I said before, we want to keep the blacks where the blacks are at. This is only per each turn. So right now I would have multiply gems across here. Blacks. So I'm kind of actually now wondering if maybe I don't need to be blowing up as many of them as I have been. Maybe, possibly. Considering the entire board gets filled, I'm wondering if maybe I need to stagger it a little bit more. Instead of going so hard in the paint. So like here, keeping a chunk of those for a cascade purpose. Blow up that line, drop all those down, blow that up, drop all those down. Okay. I'm also wondering if maybe it's the Fury metals that are playing a solid role here. Maybe it's a Fury 2 kind of mindset. I also do believe that the stairs play a very substantial role when it comes to the damage of Miss Dakota Kai here. The fact that it adds an additional, 40% gem damage, I think does play dividends. Could also be her level as well. What do I got going on over here? Like that second explosion, I really don't think is what matters. Okay, so we're hitting 2.4 million consistently with just the damage alone. Now, obviously, having Zombie Edge at an additional 12k on the black, oh, you poor thing with your face. That didn't look pleasant. Having Zombie Edge on here would be fantastic. Another thing I am now considering is Boogie. And the reason I'm considering Boogie, it's 15%, maybe not Boogie. MP reduction is going to be crucial. But let's just see what this build looks like with the drip plate. Drip plate is now attached to our beautiful Dakota Kai. Look at that face and that hair. You know you love it, because I know I do. Okay, so let's rock. See what comes of this. I am actually now considering Bailey for all heart plate. Potentially. Okay, so we want to go here. We want the most bang for our buck. So boom, drip plate. Boom, drip plate. And now smack to the face makes everything nice. Let's go here, keep all the blacks open. Boom, fill up those boards, blow up that load, drop that down, hit that, hit that. What are we looking at? 6.2 mil. Not bad at all, actually. With that MP reduction plate or trainer on there, that will negate out some things come Flash Feud. That is for sure. 4x4 area, so we're going to lose a multiply gem. but increase multiply. Increase multiply. Boom. Now I'm actually considering, instead of Hogan, Memrock. Actually, that's not bad at all. I'm okay. 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 I'm sold. I'm sold. Holy crap. 97K. Okay. So one thing I'm going to switch out real quick. The 12K on Naka is nice, but I want to try something. We're going to go modifier. That's what we're going to do. We're going to strap on Matt, and we're going to strap on Memrock. Let's just see where the damage falls with this. Because now I'm curious, because I do know that those affect the drip plate. Okay, so we'll go down here with this, only covering one black. I guess it really doesn't matter. I may be overthinking this portion when it comes to using her with the drip. Let's go over here with this one and go right here, making sure we keep all of those open and prepared. Fills up the board, drops down that. Okay. So there's a pattern. 4.7, not bad. I'm seeing her purpose, that's for sure. I am seeing a purpose here. But I'm also noticing that there is a pattern. I didn't see the damage, but I know she's done. Okay, so I don't think Matt works that well on her. Which opens me up for a secondary thought that maybe, just maybe, I don't need 2 gem coaches there. Let's go Naka. And let's go MP reduction. I want to basically make Dakota be a pain in everyone's ass. That's my purpose. That's what I want for her. Because she's already got the dodge, so maybe double MP reduction is the way to go. Okay. Because the 12K from Nakamura is already setting up pretty well. And that puts it at 279,000 per gem. So once we're done with this fight again, because we're just going to keep abusing China for a second. Basically, how I'm doing this is I want to see exactly how she runs, what possibilities can go where, and where her highest potential lies. And right now, I am seeing a consistent 6 million off of the hit. So at 6-star silver, I'm looking at a solid 12. Now, don't get me wrong. If I had Zombie Edge, he would be on here instead of an MP reducer, having that extra 24K in regards to gem damage. Very beneficial, very worth the time invested into that card. So you're going to get 2 pops off one way or another. Another 6 mil. So, yeah, we're looking at roughly 12 mil. 6-star bronze sweeper, 1,000% could possibly be pumped up. So that actually sits me really well with her. I appreciate that. I do appreciate Liv or Dakota. Dakota, I will consider taking up to 6-star silver. There's no real considering. I'm most likely going to because that was just silly. That was super silly. So I can hold off for the other 5. Yeah, I already got the 4K, so I'm not worried there. So I think I'm gonna hold off on all tricksters for right now, including NWO Hogan, and I'm just gonna go with Miss Dakota here to 6-star silver. I think that's gonna pay off very well in the long run. I think Rub was right. Don't anyone tell him I said that, because there's nobody here, so I'm not really worried that he's gonna find out that I said that he was right. Okay. Now, this opens up the all heart plate. Now, the all heart plate submission increases gem damage by 100% for yellow and or purple and blue, I believe. So, who is two? Let's look at cards here. You definitely not. You have the Sheik plate. Wrong, Simon. God damn it. That's embarrassing. Oh, I'm happy no one's around to say that. Okay. I'm answering questions because no one's here right now. I've had some fun so far. I just want to figure out what I want to do with this all heart plate. Possibility is Finn. Solid possibility. Because, no, it's green and purple, so Finn is out. Finn is not a possibility. So it's green and purple. Could go on Rhonda. Increase that damage more. Because you're triggering here, going here, and then triggering it again. So you're only going to get one trigger, so you're going to get an additional 100%. The problem is, right now, I can only remove one plate from one card to put on the all-heart plate, and then I'm stuck with that for a month. So, Big Zeke, it was on him for a little while, but I ultimately never planned on using Zeke. I don't know. Because, see, my thought process with this is it goes here and it goes to that. My other thought process is I can always go back to triple green, because this is a very solid build. You increase the purple by 350. You'll have the all heart plate triggered. So ultimately, you can break that down. What belt do I have on him right now? Takedown? Whoever I put this on is who it needs to stick on. So I know I've said that a couple of times. I just want to make the right choice here. Which I am leaning more towards Rhonda, because this plate really doesn't mean much to me. I'm leaning towards Rhonda. And the main reason I'm leaning towards Rhonda is because of this. That will increase her damage quite a bit, actually. So if I went with Rhonda, purple and green, it would really only be for this build. And this is sort of the build I kind of lean towards more often than not. With this being an 8. What did I do on this one? I did 12K here. So 12K on top of, so it'd be 25K. It'd be 50K. So I want to wait until a couple people come in here, but I have a theory on Ezekiel. So it'll be 200%. If I was to buff this up to at least 30%, I'm looking at 130%. So it'll be 230% with all heart plate. Big Zeke. Big Zeke to me is very questionable right at this section. Right in this moment of time, he's very, very questionable to me. I don't actually see me using him, so I really need to take him off my agenda list. That's for sure. Now, another possibility is Alundra for her triple green build. But again, very situational, very situational. highly unlikely to pan out. If Edge did, does Edge do green? Snowfall green. Edge could be a possibility too. But I can't put him on there because I already have a plate on there. So, can't test that one out. I could. It would just be, like I said, it's the one that's going to have to sit. So, Shamrock is an option. I can put the plate on him now, and I can test out how well it will run. But his is black, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. It does not matter. Shamrock's out. Oh, I got a Starfill already. That's cool. 3,000 there. So Gable's not really an option. Becky. Becky is an option. Especially with the gear. Because it is purple and it is green. There's purple. It blows up green. Could go this route. Could go rainbow. Because since I have the gear on her, I don't worry about any sort of trainers at all. So what I could do is the man could be very beneficial with the all heart plate. Could put that on her and set itself up for ultimate success, which would be the bleed, the missile drop kick, and the disarmor. I could be doing a lot more gem damage to cause more problems with the all heart plate, because that opens up some doors. So, but again, the problem lies on the fact that I have tricksters now that are actually doing something with their life. Oh, that's why I need to take this Rainmaker off of you. I really do. I don't need the Rainmaker on you. I should probably take that off. I could put that on her, switch all the stuff over, and then put the Rainmaker on Godfather, because he kind of needs it. Kind of needs that Rainmaker. Cross that bridge later. Super Stacy's a no-go. She's already locked in with her NWO plate. Sheik is a possibility, because you go submission, green, and... But no, that wouldn't work either. That's reaching. That's severe reaching. I do know 100% that Zombie Dom with the all heart plate is stupid strong. I know that. I understand that. But there's got to be a way to break a few of these cards. You wouldn't be beneficial off of it because it's purple and green. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I'm going down a very strong rabbit hole right now. There's something I'm missing. I know there, and my heart keeps going back to Rhonda. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Rhonda's belt's all set up. Boss battle is gonna be fucking difficult because both answers are basically gone. Okay, so we're gonna go into tour real quick. I want to see what Rhonda does off of just the damage so far that we already have on her. Solely because I'm leaning more towards Rhonda, is what I'm trying to get at here. I am more along the lines of thinking she is going to be the top contender for all heart plate in regards to my lineup. Because I do need a solid tech in those regards. Molly Holly is an option, but Molly Holly has the submission break plate. What? Oh, it's because he deleted it. Okay. Sorry, they're talking boss battle in the faction chat right now. Bischoff right now is sitting at number 1 for possibilities. Rub is completely correct. It is not affected by the negative 1,000 because it's an area of juggernauts. It's not individuals. Okay, so with the all heart plate on there, it would affect yellow or purple and green gems. Usually this amount of X breaks are still on here unless there's a giant cascade of flavor. This is solely here just for that little increase of damage. Extra or half mil damage every once in a while goes a long way. Okay, so we're sitting at 1.3 mil. It may be a slow climb, is what I'm getting at with this. Might be slow, but it may also be very beneficial. So, because I prefer Rhonda over Bailey and Alundra 9 times out of 10. I feel like she holds a lot more water in the cup than the other two. It's just my play style in and of itself. And see, her power fluctuates pretty drastically. Okay, so we're looking at 1 million. I'm already going to cut this off. I don't want to continue down this path. So I want to quit out. I'm going to lose my health, obviously, but I have enough HP. I'm super curious on Ezekiel for this freaking boss battle. But I also feel like he'll be the one reason why you lose. Okay, so my decision's been made. I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to throw on the all heart plate. And we are going to hope for the best, Plan for the worst. Worst case scenario, I'm only hitting 2.3 million damage, and I know that Rhonda is not going to be amazing. Best case scenario, I'm hitting 4 million damage, and I know she's a 5-star bronze sweeper. This is just where my brain goes with all this. So I'm already seeing a very pitiful board. Let's see what the gems look like. 18,000, 50,000. $1.2. So we're actually kind of sitting in the same realm. That makes me so fucking sad. I think I just wasted the all heart plate, but at the same end of that stick. Okay. I think maybe she wasn't the best choice with the all heart plate, but I also think she was the best choice that I have for right now. Let's see what this damage looks like. Are we sitting any higher? 1.6, 1.7. Didn't do as big of a game changer as I thought it was going to. Mikado! Since the damage comes from gems left by submission, it looks like it would have been... It's going to be ups and downs. It really is. I agree, dude. That's my problem with the all heart plate. All heart plate being 100% is great, but I just don't have any better options, and I'm not going to work Z-Dom. I don't like Zombie Dominic. I understand where he sits in the meta and how good he is and stuff like that, but he just doesn't fit me. And yeah, he probably does, to be honest, but I just don't really care for him too much. 2.5. There we go. Okay, so at least I'm getting somewhere with damage. Okay, so worst case scenario, 6-star bronze sweeper. I mean, I also do have to consider this too. In feuds, there is a very strong increase in gem damage. So, oh, that's possible. I'll check that out too. You are right. You're right. Same thing as what's his face? Hall of Fame X-Pac. See if there's a way to reduce the submission here. Because I know Striker Flare is only for... See, almost 3 million damage right there. So that was nice. But you're right. You are right. Let's double check that real quick. Let's see if there is a coach for that or a trainer. The problem lies, though, is if it's a trainer, I'm screwed. And I think Striker Rick was the only coach that was MP reduction of oneself. I'm also wondering if I take him off. I think Bruno Sammartino is hurting me right now. But let's check. Let's go across the board here. That extra turn, I think, is what's hurting me. It's Champa. I can't remember what my Champa's setting at. Hell yeah. Oh, I appreciate you, Mikado. You have no idea how much I appreciate you right now. Great freaking call, bro. Great call. Okay. because that also helps with this. Yep. All right. Moment of truth. Still the same. It didn't really do much. Crap. Dude, I got so excited for that. There's a way to break Rhonda. And I don't know if, I think it's probably at 6-star silver. Shit. I want to tinker with this for a minute. Yeah, it's not going to work out well. Nope, that just did not. Nope, didn't pan out well. All right, let's try something different here. What it did was it did the same. So it did the same thing for Rhonda as it does for Hall of Fame X-Pac. It made more on the board, so the damage per worked out very well. So I think it's my sequence. I think that's my problem. Maybe I go down this route. Have that finisher. Have that finisher be where it does a little bit more damage, I guess. Maybe. No. I don't see that happening. Oh, I got it. I got it. This. That way I'm stabilizing and can stack the plate twice. Let's see if this works out. I don't particularly care for the fact that it's a 6-drop. Or 8-drop on that MP. Let's go with Santa. Worst case scenario, Santa Hogan doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Worst case scenario. But let's switch off here, because I do have... I'm on tour right now, so... Let's just see where it caps on tour. Yeah, I thought so too, man. I legitimately believed in the Ciampa being down there. I'm on tour right now. I don't know why that's... Because tour perks aren't max, dipshit. That's why. Oh, I'm getting mean to myself, and I need not to be mean to myself. Never a good idea to be mean to yourself, especially when you're testing. That's all we're doing is we're just testing. And really, the stunner on here is going to help for a moment. Okay. 2 million damage there. So what it could do is that the stun lock does give me 1 additional turn. So this will give me a chance to actually keep probably 3, maybe 4 more gems on the board. Okay, so we've flooded the board now. Maybe that's just a tactic. I could also be reaching too. I never know here. 3 million. 3.2. Okay. He did kind of fail us. This sped it up a little bit. So I think ultimately, if you have Santa Hogan at like 20K or his full cap of trainer ability, I think those two, or him with Showboat Luger, will help her damage substantially since you have to basically double MP it. But I think there's a way to break her. You just need to have the trainers at the right level. And I just don't have them at the right level right now. But 3.5, I will say that it did jump up drastically. So this is a good tour run. Now, if I was to say go into a flash or go into a feud, and I had the top line with the plus 3 MP, or there's plus MP on any of it, I think this would work out very, very well. So Ronda's not a bad choice. She doesn't do the level of damage that Bailey does in Rub's hands. My hands, Bailey just flounders. So she doesn't sit right with me, and that's the only real reason why I'm not solely invested in running her a lot. There we go. We got up there. So that does help. Hey, it came out. So still able to be used. Still a possibility. Definitely a very questionable card. Very, very questionable. So that worked out nicely. So at least we got an answer there. So I do have Tech Ronda for that. I'm really wanting to dick around a little bit more with this setup. This was a lot of fun to run in the last time I ran it. This worked out very, very well. I realize that the submissions work. NWO Perfect is a rare trainer that makes Bailey better as well. I have NWO Perfect. Like, I see where you see her potential. I do. She just doesn't like to work for me. Like, I don't know what it is. She just does not like to work for me. Maybe it's because I don't have Matu Ray. Is that a possibility, Rub? Since I don't have Ray right here for the other 12K damage. Is that my problem right there? Is the fact I don't have Matu Ray? That's the reason why yours hits for 21 million at 6-star silver. Because if that's the case, then I will gladly take that as the reason why I can't make her actually work. He might. Powerhouse Hogan could scale a lot better at 6-star silver. Very strong possibility. Oh, missed opportunity right here. No. He would have benefited drastically off of the freaking all heart plate. Crap baskets. Oh well. It's on Ronda. I don't see him being life-changing. Not all heart plate doesn't make anybody life-changing aside from Zombie Dom. Yeah. What was I going to do also? I think I've got all my plates set up now. I was going to move the 4 plates, and I did all that. Oh, yeah, for Bailey, yeah. No, it's possible. To make that 50, or to do the 50% immobile, yeah. On 6-star silver, yes. It's only 50%, isn't it? Is it 100%? Did they change that? If it's 100%, I'm really messing up on my trainers now. Is it 100? It's a fucking 100%. Oh my god. Why am I such a pleb? Why am I stupid? Just why? Why am I so stupid? I should have known this. Okay, so Immortal Hogan's going 6-star silver now, or 6-star bronze. Ah, God, I feel like an idiot. Now that's making me want to check something else out too. Where are you, you piece of crap? Oh, thank God. Okay. Eddie just stays at 50. Mikado, you're awesome. I'm going to say that outright right now. You were awesome. Thank you for showing that or pointing that out. I did not realize. I thought he capped at 50%. This changes a lot of things in regards to what I plan on doing with him. Yep. So I need 6 and 4, and I just need what, 400, 500, 561, which wouldn't be that hard to come across because the majority of these are normals. It's Hogan. Yeah. NWO Hogan, Powerhouse Hogan, Santa Hogan, all three very, very strong coaches, trainers, everything. Coaches. They're all three coaches. And I'm sure Acro Hogan is just as good too. So yeah, that opens up Bischoff a little bit more too. See what's in the keep holes, because if I can, I'll take him up. Yep, Hogan's in there. Downside is I don't see any of the powerhouse options. Maybe, no. The only thing I'm seeing is if I actually pulled Hogan. At 20 here. And these are just straight up no powerhouse, right? Nope, there's a couple. Let's just hit it. 20. What's it going to do to me? Ah, okay. Well, at least one of them sucks. I really wish that they would just have a list of all the cards that they've decided are going to be better. No powerhouses. Not a single frickin' one. Well, slap my ass and call me Sally. That's just a disappointment. Oh well. Guess it'll come down to keys. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Either way, I'm not upset with the way the plates rolled out. I think that it all worked out very well. Yeah. Dude, Dakota is actually a lot of fun. Rub was correct. He sold me on Dakota. Dakota is now my main female sweeper for 6-star bronzes. Stuff like that. She's a very strong sweeper, and I appreciate that fact. I just need to work on her rotation. I think so Rub, since you're here, tell me if I have this correct. No, fuck you. You need to go away. I regret you as a whole. So I do know that these need to be Fury 2. That's abundantly obvious to me. I'm sitting at 90% right now, so I do need to rotate those off. That's clear to me. So, and I will make that a priority. But trainer-wise, I went with MP reduction here for going into feuds. I'm pretty sure your Zombie Edge is the reason why she hits as hard as she does. But I'm wondering if maybe there's a different trainer I should go with. Or different coaches. So I was thinking Memrock in one spot, and then I don't really know where to go from there. I'm just checking something real quick. I don't plan on putting Miz there, but I am questioning that 15%. Nope, I had no reason to question it. It still sat in the same boat. Okay. Like, I'm wondering. No, Z Edge. He's eluded me. He has eluded me for a very long time. I think he has a slight hatred for me right now. But I was thinking of doing Boogie here, 15%. Let's try it. I mean, what's really ultimately going to stop me here? Like, there's really not a whole lot. Okay, so Boogie. I'll just do Santa. Do Santa and Boogie. Oh, no. Memrock. I know it says it doesn't work, but apparently it does. Is this your chosen setup? Si, senor. Master. Okay, let's give this a shot real quick. I hit 6 million consistently. Basically, would double whatever damage she's doing now at 6-star silver. It does. Oh, okay. So let's see what comes of this. Now, you tell me if I'm playing this correctly or not, because in my eyes, I'm looking at the cascade portion here. So if I take this 2x3 area, or 3x2 area, whatever, I just go here. This allows for 6 more gems that'll pop right there. Fills up the board, leaves that open. Now it's going to be 5, obviously. What am I sitting at? Yep, 7 million. Does that seem to be the cap for her damage? Does that look right to you without having Zombie Edge? Oh no. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Not at all. Hold on. Okay. I'll just... Okay. I'm going to try that just for fun. You said, oh no. So... And Mikado has a very good point. Okay. So just go for the match. This is the reason why I'm doing this stuff on stream right now. Because if I'm going to mess up, I'm going to mess up really freaking good. Okay. Just match. That makes a lot more sense. Mikado, you have been the saving grace of this deal right now. Okay, let's see what he has to do here. Use the boost. Use the area, but don't actually place it. Okay, cool. Called that. Good job. Okay, fantastic. Okay, cool. I'm not going to lie. That's exactly how I would have ran it in freaking feud. Like, I would have made that giant mistake. So I appreciate you guys telling me exactly how this runs. Because I was really starting to question, like, exactly how I'm going to run her. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for righting my ship. because that is exactly what I needed. It just goes. It's like the Energizer Bunny. Holy crap. I have been misled on my thoughts. Oh. Okay. Okay. So yeah, number one trickster right there. Okay. Rub, I bow to you, sir. Mikado, I bow to you, sir. Like, Jesus. That's insane. Okay, so I'm gonna put a pin in Trickster Hogan for right now. I need 22 more guitars, which aren't gonna be hard to come across. I'll need 5 more of both of these because I have 5 of the 6-star tokens, but I do have enough shards to take her fully. So I guess I'm taking her 6-star silver and going waylay on this. Because even without Zombie Edge, that worked out very well. Yep. See, I won't take her against another trickster. I'll flat out go Liv, honestly. Liv is going back to doing what Liv did best at 6-star bronze. So I don't really see any other way around that. And sadly, Sammy is now going to be at the bottom of the barrel. I need 120 metal parts for this to go off. So I think the women are now set. I'm sure you do. The way I'm looking at it is how I want feuds to run is basically I go class advantage. So, because the women folk kind of need that in this game. Smash is T1 98%. I don't disagree with you there. But see, Nikki has the class advantage. This runs super smooth. And honestly, I don't really worry about Nikki when it comes to feud days. Especially if I can get Santa Hogan to get that +1 MP. Because then it's just Santa Hogan and Powerhouse King Sheamus and Matt Hardy on here, and she wrecks the tricksters in one shot. Liv is going to wreck everybody in one shot. It's just going to take a minute. Dakota Kai is going to kill everyone in one shot. Ronda is going to take a minute, so she'll be a sweeper. And then I have Stacy. Yeah, Liv I'm going to take up against tricksters. That's what I do with Liv. But I don't know. My style might change. It also depends on line bonuses, too. Because you are right. You are absolutely right. The more I think about it and the more I analyze all this, with her at Fury 2, plus the 40% from the steps, plus whatever line bonus she actually gets, there is a strong possibility she'll just one-shot every single person in existence. You are absolutely correct. You are 1,000% correct, Rob. 1,000%. I can't deny your logic. I really cannot deny any of the logic. And then obviously Queen Zelina here. This bitch runs the show a lot of the times. 100% accurate. I can't disregard any of your statements because they are all 100% correct. So from that knowledge alone, women's feuds are now going to go faster. Men's feuds are now going to go faster. All promotions are going to be better. The only thing that dodge affects is the trap move. If they dodge the others, the drip is out. Oh, dude, really? Hall of Fame perfect. Hall of Fame perfect. Let's look at this guy. Let's look at this dumpster fire of a disappointment. With both gear, very, very formidable. With drip plate, extremely formidable. Showdown, yes. Other places, no. He's very situational. I've tried every which way I can to break him, and I just cannot seem to do it. To be honest, I feel like he holds a very good place in the game. You just have to be more open to the fact that he's going to let you down a little bit. However, in Showdown with the Hall of Fame link, drip plate, or just the Hall of Fame link and Matt Hardy, he does very, very, very well. Once he stuns someone, they're done. If the stun triggers, it's over and done with. But I've got this moment now that I am slowly building up to 30 for the finisher damage to be more, and to obviously have a NWO Hogan on him permanently. And that may change my perception. Yeah, basically. It's just, you need the nice things for perfect to run correctly. It's the same thing with Nash. Basically, X-Pac out of this list here, and Macho. These two are pinnacles for this moment to work out very, very well. But I really think I think Nash with this moment at 100% will do very, very well. I'm excited to see what these two, or what this one gains from it. Honestly, the reason I'm pushing it as hard as I am. Perfect, on the other hand, let's see what the move damage is. It's only 179,000, so the finisher really doesn't get too big of a pump. But Nash, on the other hand, his finisher is 283,000. You combine that with a 200% purple move damage. Fury 2 works out very, very well. I actually really like Hall of Fame Nash. He works in very solid rotation and does very, very well. So, all this being said, I appreciate you guys so much. There's a lot of progress done today in regards to this roster. Without you guys, I definitely would have floundered a very powerful card. So, thank you so, so much. Rub, thank you for opening my eyes to Dakota. I truly apologize for ever doubting you. I thought you were cray-cray when it came to this card. I literally thought you had the rose-colored goggles on, and you were just obsessed with her for no reason. Now I understand why you're obsessed with her. And I think I've now moved back into Dakota City. So I think Dakota and Liv are going to carry my roster so hard. Same thing with Powerhouse Stacy. I think the female feuds are now going to go faster. All of that being said, let's see here. Did I already hit this for... I don't care about that. The Sherp. We are closing in on that striker promoter. Oh, no, I was obsessed with her in real life when she was on, it was the female tournament. Oh, God. It was for the Women's Revolution, or Evolution. It was that tournament that they had, and she showcased herself. It was her very first appearance on WWE television. Oh, I was obsessed with her at that time. Like, she's something else, that's for sure. And honestly, the fact that I found out she's Mae Young tournament, thank you. That is exactly where I saw her the first time. It was her charisma in the ring and the fact that she had one of the coolest finishers, and it just hits like a Mack truck. Like, I felt at that moment. Found out that she's a video game streamer too. Whew. Trifecta. Let me answer these questions. Oh, so Rub, since we're here on this one, I want to throw this out there real quick, okay? What's the second move? Double foot stomp. Kaio. Was it Kaio kick or second one? Double foot stomp. Playing 2K23 with my kid last night. I was damage control versus him using Asuka, Charlotte, and Rhea in war games. Nice. That's awesome, bro. I'm happy that game actually brought you guys some happiness. Oh yeah. Dakota's just Dakota. So, Rub, this is the reason why I was thinking Ezekiel for boss. $562,000 for bonus for every immobile gem. Now, I see your point with Bischoff, and I completely agree. Bischoff is by far number one choice. 1,000%. But, go calculator over here. 943 times that by the 50 that's coming out. You're looking at 28 million right there. If you can set that single leg Boston Crab to go off twice in one turn to charge up Drift Away to at least hit Drift Away one more time. If you times that by, let's say, there's a 7, so you'll get rid of 2, so you'll have 8. 225 million. Do you think there is a possibility Ezekiel and a Bischoff will be able to carry this boss battle? If done correctly. Because I realize jumping high knee may take a little bit longer, and it may take up the time. But ultimately, you're looking at hitting the single leg twice and the drift away twice with jumping high knee only once. What do you think? Don't get me wrong. I already understand that there is the single leg Boston Crab out there. But ultimately, what you do on that second turn is you're already going to have 8 there. So let's go and say that there's 8 already across the board, right? So what you would wind up doing is you'll have 18 total. 562,943 times that by, let's say there's 8 still on the board. Oh, no. Messing up already. 562,943 times that by 50. Let's just say we get 18 on the board and then hit the move. 750 million damage just off of those 2 alone. What do you think? Do you think I'm nutty with this? If you think I'm nutty with it, you just tell me right here, right now, so that way I know. Because what I'm going to do real quick is I want to bring up Bischoff. You would need a match. First, you definitely would need a match for the super kick. Because my problem lies in the fact that you need to basically have that super kick ready to freaking go. So I'm not 100% if maybe we do double MP here with Hogan and Eddie. I'm hoping I can get Hogan to 100%. Well, you have Bischoff at 6-star bronze. The reason I'm bringing up Zeke is I have him at 6-star bronze. If you have Bischoff and I have Zeke and we can get these moves to go off, I really think it's going to be worth it. Now I'm wondering, is there a way to charge up yellow real quick? There is not. I really think there's a possibility I can make Zeke work and you can make Eric work. Acro Dom and Hollywood. I don't have Acro Dom. So I'm basically working with my backup against the wall here. But another thing I'm thinking is 7x3 area for the spinning back kick. Yeah, if I had Acro Dom, I would totally agree with you. I just don't have him. So that's the reason why I'm kind of going this direction with Eric. So I'm just going to hit it like this. I just want to go hop into the match real quick and just see what the gear puts this at. I see your point. I really, really do. I just want this to work. Because I want to be able to hit this boss battle quick and efficient, because I'm not going to be able to be on very long. I'm not going to be able to carry for nearly as much as I want to. So I want to be able to be present for everybody. So we're looking at 100,000 right there. Times 50. 5 million. Okay. I do also have the plate on him that fell or break purple for yellow, so that's going to help. Okay, so you're thinking these 3 moves. That didn't work out very well. That just went downhill so fast. Pop. Hit. Apparently, life just sucks right now. That's going to refill. There we go. This went south so fast. What does your finisher do? I've never actually played JBL. Okay. You are officially done making my life a living hell. So let's see here. I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to swipe. I'm going to let all that go. Okay. So that's going to make the immobiles. 7x3 area will take out this section here. So I want to count. Okay, so we're looking at about 5 million a piece. So 7, 14, 21, 27, there's 6, 12, 18. So 39, 42, 43. 215 million damage. And then obviously you're going to swipe again. So yeah, maybe Bischoff is actually the true key. And just swipe. Let's see what the 4 brings to the table here. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I think we're gonna say I'm just gonna take it into boss battle. Action boss setups don't work at all in regular matches, to be frank. That is true. I just wanted to see. Basically, what I was doing was just looking at the how much it's going to cover, basically, and I wanted to know what the actual damage is with the gear. Now, I don't have the secondary gear, so that's going to kind of play dividends. It's going to make the difference if someone doesn't have the second gear. Obviously, it's going to the damage is going to be different. That's for sure. But I really just wanted to know what that was. So we're looking at 100,000. I'm looking at, for mine, I'm looking at 100,000 per immobile gem. So I really don't think there's going to be an issue. I don't. I think that we're looking at a very solid double Bischoff to run the gauntlet, I think. So, because it's a pretty strong chance I'll be working on Wednesday. And I'm not going to get off until much later on in the night, so I'm probably going to be able to carry for about 4 hours after the evening rolls in, because we got a new project starting tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow or Tuesday. So, we'll just have to... I might be able to help as much as humanly possible. I'm going to help as much as humanly possible, but I want to be able to be effective. Yeah, they run the AIs to be a little bit easier for you to be able to handle. I think I agree with I really think Zeke. I think Zeke being a top end. So essentially, this is how I feel like he would run. Let me just rotate a few things off here real quick. This is not the right belt setup for him. I would go something completely different. So this is just for testing purposes, really. And then we go Hogan. There we go. And since it's boss battle, all of these are going to stick. So I'm not worried about numbers because, like you said, on tour is a lot different than in boss battle because they don't make a freaking turn. So the reason I'm thinking this is because it's gonna go. This is gonna go off turn 1 regardless, and this is how I would run him. I should have just hit OK and went with that. Okay. I swear, if Zeke is actually worthwhile, his name is not. That's why I call him Big Zeke. Okay, so essentially, if the board looks like this, I go here, here, and then bing, 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 bing. Hit all that. That's obviously an animation. So this is about 10 seconds right here. And you go here. Tink, 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 tink. Quick, efficient. Drop that down. So we're looking at about 30 seconds here. This might be very, very close. So you go here, 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 and then tink, 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 tink. Just gotta go fast, fast, fast. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There was at least 18 on the board there. And that's what I'm aiming for, is there's at least 18 left on the board. Like, that's silly. I think he's going to be very well, because right here, it's not going to have any MP. I really think he's going to go turn 2. Or I think he's going to get through, and I really think him and Bischoff are going to win turn 1. I just have a feeling. Yeah. Like, I think they balance out time frame wise. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I really wish I had the access to be able to really test this without something making a turn. That'd be great. I think I'm going to keep it Fury 1 because there's really no portion for Fury 2. Yeah, it's going to come down to your own personal speed. But it needs to come down to your own personal speed and knowledge that you're only choosing 6. Because it's 777. You're only choosing 6. So the submission is going to be key, and making sure you're not hitting those spots is going to be key. But I think similar to Showboat Nakamura when we ran him for boss battle, I think it's going to come down to how fast you can hit it. Now, there is a strong possibility that he's not going to survive turn 1. He'll survive turn 1, but I think the damage from the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is going to do more damage. 6.9 mil with an additional 50 million damage for every charged green move. Green MP for a max count of 1 for all teammates. So that verbiage right there tells me that it has to have some sort of charge to it. So if you can knock off the submission very, very quickly, Make sure that that's completely depleted by the time the boss hits. That 50 million isn't going to make a difference. It's not going to do anything. That's where my thoughts are. But that also comes with the line of, if you go and break or put the yellows out and it just happens to hit a green or something, it's very high risk, high reward. So I think your previous statement earlier is accurate on the gambling side. But if you get partially charged, yeah, that's the point. It's very, very high risk. So it'd be one of those moments where it's, I don't know. I think that if it's like you said before, if it's turn one kill or turn one destroy between Eric and Zeke, it's a win. If it's double Zeke and people are running it correctly, it should be turn one regardless, because that's 1.5 billion damage from 2. So, and Mikado is right. Eric is a safer bet. But if we can win turn 1 with Zeke being on there versus turn 2 or turn 3 with Eric, I think that would be a lot more beneficial. So I don't necessarily. Okay, so you put that up there. Something like this, maybe Rocky Maivia if no Sammy. So you would get a swipe from Dom. That would load up those. You have 200% on there? Okay, so 66,000. Hey, Rob, can you do me a solid and in our strategy chat, can you put up a screenshot of what his damage is in game with the gear? Is it the same as mine because you have 200% there between Hogan and Sammy? Is it still 100,000? Because that sounds about right. Yeah, it'd be 100,000 because of 50% from NWO Eddie. Never mind. Don't post that. You don't have to. I just answered my own question. You have 50%, or I have 50% from Eddie and Hogan, and then the 100% from Sammy. So that would equal out to 66,000 as well. So I think we've got this boss battle on lock, bro. I really, really do. I think we have officially figured out. No, I'm only at 53,000. Oh, it's because there's no Sammy. Gem damage. Sammy taters. Yep, still the same damage. We're fine. So it's not 100,000. It's like 130,000. Whatever. It's a lot. Let's just put it that way. There's a lot. So you would need props. You would definitely need. It's probably 125,000, something like that. What's the actual thing here? It's 126,000, roughly. Now that opens up my question for Tech Sammy, because it has to be pinned, correct? This move can only be used while pinned. See, if that wasn't the case for Sammy and the boss actually pinned you, Sammy would be destruction. Tech Sammy would be the answer. Tech Sammy would be the key. Bothers me that you're not able to be used. Wonder if there's any more immobile users. Because I don't really know if I have anything else for that. Okay, so Goldberg is no-go. Gotta stop misclicking. That's who I wanted to look at, Captain Lou. Nope, he's only reinforced. Never mind. Actually, maybe Bischoff with a sub instead of a black move. It can fill the yellows. That, yep. That might actually be, that might be better. Give me a minute. Let me find Bishy. What's the charge, though? It's 8. Yeah, basically what you would do. 4 turns, mission gems on the board remain immobile. So yeah, that could work. Since you have NWO Hogan on there, or not? Since you have NWO Hogan, you should be able to get the. You should be able to do that, but you'd only get 1 turn. I wouldn't even do Dusty, man. I would just go. I would legitimate. No, yeah, no. You'd have to. You'd have to have a swipe. You would have to break a purple, yeah, because it's only 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless you threw Santa Hogan on instead of NWO Hogan, since you're already blowing up the board anyways. But you kind of need. No, you could still do it because it's only 6. You could go Santa Hogan instead of NWO Hogan. You could go double M. You can go purple. I don't know trainers off the top of my head right now, and it's bothering me that I don't know these things. Go here. There we go, Xavier. You could you start with 1 Dusty in Hollywood would add. I know, but that's saying that, I'm saying if you have a purple match. He might work. Honestly, Mikado, Honky Tonk Man for lower level carries. He'll go faster. But you could go, instead of NWO Hogan, you go Santa Hogan for that +1, because that'll be 8. So you start off the fight already with the bottom rope choke being ready to go. So you don't need to worry about the purples because you've already got this ready to go. So you go 6 of those. You just quickly do 9. You make sure that there's 9 yellows and blow that up, hit this, swipe, hit this, swipe, and then blow up the board and it's recharged. I don't think you're going to need NWO Hogan or Acro Dom for this. I think you're going to be able to start the fight off with the chokehold already, or bottom rope choke being ready to go. I'm just worried about animations. Animation time is what's really going to kick it, because that multiple back kicks is going to take a minute. That's going to take at least 10 seconds. The super kick's probably going to take 5 seconds. So you're looking at 15 seconds alone between this. With the bottom rope choke, you're probably getting this off once. Yeah. So that's the thing, is that's exactly what I would do. I would ultimately make it to where the bottom rope choke is ready to go, because you're looking at animation speed now. So with animation speed being what it is, you are probably, you're at least bare minimum one rotation. And that's where Zeke comes in. If Zeke can get off 2 rotations and Bischoff can just do the double whammy with the purple and the immobile, I think you're golden. I think it's turn 1. Oh, that's easy. Wait, which Godfather? Mikado, that's actually kind of important. Which Godfather are you talking about? Gotcha. Okay, let's look at him. I have him 6-star bronze. I have a feeling it's the big boot, shoulder breaker, hoe train. With a Rainmaker belt and full Make It Rain. Because that's one of the things I need to do is next month I'm going to take off the Godfather's Mojo, and I'm actually going to be switching out belts between Trick Becky and somebody else. Or Trick Becky and Stephanie McMahon. I'm going to take the belt off of Becky, put Stephanie's on her, and then I'm putting the Rainmaker belt on Godfather here. Most likely, it's also got to do with Santa Hogan being 6-star bronze. I think there's most likely a lot of percentage based when it comes to these. I think it's a very specific belt setup. It's a very specific metal setup and very specific trainers. So, like me personally, I don't hit very hard with Godfather. So, but what I do know is I think it was this setup. I don't trust Godfather at all. I don't trust this one iota. 5-star silver. Let's go. I don't trust. I'll back out completely if this just ultimately fails. But what you do, go here. I'm sure somebody's figured out how to stack this or stack that move to its utmost potential. And most likely, probably what they're doing with it is just going over and over and over and over and over again with it. That almost worked out in my favor. Gonna go for purple. Nope, going for the red. Slap here. I honestly don't know how much damage she's actually going to do in the long run. Yep. Judgment Day Dom is going to fail. KO is a possibility as well. This is how I run him when it comes to midweek or beginning stages. Loop the buff, yeah. That's probably what they do. They probably found some way to do yellows. Not yellows. Some way to make these blue. Now, his plate does 6 purple MP for every 6 loot gems broken, I believe is what it is. And then you go here, hits that, then you hit this again, go here, go boom, and then finisher. Yeah. Hit for 1,000,000 damage. So I don't know. There's some funky ways to run Godfather, and I'm sure it comes down to Santa Hogan. It comes down to placements, probably. Oh, that's actually a good thought too. Let me try this real quick. No, that wouldn't work out either. The sidewalk slam being charged up from that, but you would need this. This is the critical portion of the big boot. 5 or 6 purple per 5 loop. Yep. Like it charges it up. It does really nice. Normally, what I do for Godfather though is I don't run it like this in on tour when I'm speed running. When I have max tour perks and I'm farming a whole lot, I just double up on. I go this. This is what I do for speed running, or not? Yeah, speed running. So these two plus max tour perks, it just hits the finisher every single time and just loops. But I'm sure the Rainmaker belt adding 2,500 plus the 1,600 from there, so 410. Yeah, 410,000 per each loot gem. Increase that by 355% or 322%. Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason why. So I use Godfather when I have to farm out those keys and everything at the kickoff tour. It helps. I don't see him hitting 9 million. If they're hitting 9 million, they're doing something funny with his yellow. The belt for the recent Godfather offer from last event adds 5,000. That's what's probably doing it. Most likely, that's what's doing it. Godfather is still a good card. He's the best farmer in the game. Literally the best farmer in the game. You can do a lot with him just to farm out all your parts, everything else in between. It could have been. I know the Rainmaker does 2,500, and that's what belt needs to be on him is the Rainmaker belt. Where are you, bitch? The Rainmaker belt goes on everybody. It's the only reason why it was on Becky right here. Yeah, loot gems 2,500. It's just not going to tell me. There it goes. 2,500 loot gem damage. I probably got a weak Rainmaker. So, but this is also from a long time ago. I'm sure that the Rainmaker belts have different power per loot gem. So, but this belt's going to go on Godfather, the plate. Honestly, I don't even need the plate on Godfather. I could probably do a different plate on Godfather. So, I just need those deals. Let me actually do that right now. Where's Godfather? All right, you bastard. Because 2,500 is better than this anyways. So, I'll gladly make this trade. Do not care. How much? 10,000? How much? 5,000, so 15,000? I'm sure I got some in that. Got to. You have me curious right now, and this is the only reason I'm doing this. Yeah. 1,000%. So I'm just going to basically stick with this for right this second. I got to farm out the keys and pop that on him, but change tour. Let's try this again, because why not? Right. Right. Nope. Right. Right. I found the video, of course. It was Zorro. Okay, so you got the same Rainmaker belt that I've got. Yeah, most likely that's what he did. He was able to use the pin bar camping move, messed around a little bit with um, matches and stuff like that. So, but the problem that comes with Godfather in this build in particular is you need to have a blue match. But those are hitting for 19,000 a piece. I think I just fixed my stupid ass. Yeah, let me know. That would make sense. That makes perfect sense. Honky plate would make a big difference. If I could put it on him right now, I would do that. See this crap. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. He's at 6-star. I really don't want the sound on this, so there we go. The sound's not going, right? I muted this. Okay, cool. Sound's not going. I'm not going to show it on stream because that's extremely disrespectful. So that's the only reason I'm kind of looking. I'm watching it over here, but I refuse to put somebody else's stuff or other streamer stuff on stream. So let's see. Yeah, he's got Rainmaker belt. He's doing 2,500 on loot gems with honky plate, and he's going full fury. Okay. So this is making sense. Okay, he's got the same set. Whoa, 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 whoa. You went a little fast there. Went a little fast. Okay, that explains it too. He's going hard in the paint. So he's going IRS, McMahon, Santa Hogan, and NWO Hogan at max level. So yeah, that explains all of it right there. That's where the damage is coming in. Plus Fury 2 on that is increasing everything tenfold. So yeah, I can see what he's doing here. That makes perfect sense. So yet another reason why I need to take certain cards up. I see what you've done there, sir, and I applaud you for this. Let's see what that damage looks like. This is nutty. Yeah, because he had the multiply. Oh, wow. Yeah, he is looping those hard, but I love the grind on this. 1.8 million. He's already got the finisher ready to go. And he's just cascading like crazy. How many times does he get this thing up? 3 times. $1.7 now. He got that to go off 3 times. 5.6 million damage. Wow. Okay. Okay. That is crazy. And all he did was swipe once. Okay, now my perception has changed drastically with this. I'm taking this off. Screw him. Gem damage. Where the hell is... Is he already being used? He's 5-star bronze. There he is. I think he ought to be gold. Nope. All I have to do is level him up one more time. That is craziness. I've got a different perception on Godfather now. I'm not disappointed in the fact that I have him 6-star bronze. This is phenomenal. That is crazy. Just hardcore. Wow. Like, you do not need that much for him to be a force. Okay, McMahon should be at his cap now. He is. Okay, so 4,500. Cool. IRS. I don't want it to end either. That's nutty. 9,000 is where he gets to 5. Okay. As you can tell, I don't really care about my coin. Okay, so that should be 5, so that's 13. So basically, and then switch this off for move charge. Okay. The only thing I'm missing right now is putting honky plate on him. But the fact that he goes this hard is crazy. Swipe the blue. Okay, let me see what this does here. Because I like my quick wins, I really do. But if this is a way to break him, I'm not going to be upset because I'm going to fill it up one way or another. I'm just not getting the loving that he's gotten multiple times. That's just nuts. The consistency level I don't like. That's my main problem, is the consistency level. But I can definitely understand why he is running certain plates. Or running the honky plate. I totally get that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just wow. Like, I'm now a little bit more sold on. See, like, I use loot gems to break out of that. That's crazy sauce. Okay, well, that was a very good find. Thank you for that, Mikado. Made Honky Hall of Fame hit for 6 million, but it's literally just because of the Mig 10 plate. Oh, yeah. That would make sense. And you just hit the finisher and you're just hitting for millions. Oh, okay. I just hit for 2 million damage off of a finisher on freaking Godfather. That just blew my mind hole. Okay, well, now I definitely have a solid card that I can grind with effective. Wow. I was so stuck. I was stuck in one thought process for Mr. Godfather here. And now the fact that I know he can do way more damage is just a breath of fresh air. absolute breath of fresh air. Like, I was really, I hated myself just a little bit for taking up Godfather. I hated myself just a bit for taking him 6-star bronze. But now it's worth it. Does gem reduction from straps go off base damage or after your buffs? That is a solid question. Gem reduction from straps. So I'm wondering if it goes and registers your gem damage first and then hits the reduction. So say you have 120% increased damage on your belt and your opponent has 100% gem reduction. I think it negates out either the trainers or the metals. It'll negate one or the other. I know that. I just don't know how much that stacking comes into play. Because I do know it plays a role that is blatantly obvious. I really want the Honky Blues played on him now. That's so fun. Okay, I don't know why I just did that to myself. I had a blue match. They're hitting for 9,000, so I just want to see what baseline it does. I don't know. I think what it does, I think it registers your trainers. Your trainers then are registered to the belt, and then it's your opponent's belt that negates out what you have. That's my thought, and I could be sorely mistaken. Dude, that's ridiculous levels of damage right there. He actually took out a 5-star silver. I've never had a Godfather take out anything higher than 4-star gold. Let me double check. No strap. Let me go find a strap. Okay, he's got a strap. Nope, can't use this. I got a hunt. Give me a second. I'm actually really terrified right at this moment to hunt these down. I know where to look. It's this one, right? Yep. Okay. He's strapped. He's 6-star. I'm really fucking scared right now. I'm probably going to lose this. Just saying. Okay. So let's check. He has straps. 9,161. That sounds about right, actually. Okay, so 9,161. You're strapped. You're strapped. You are not strapped. So 9,161. That was That was the loot gem damage. $9,202. So guess it'd solely be based off the fact that if you had someone who's complete gem reduction, maybe. Let's do this fight real quick, and then we'll go down to the one that I just saw. That actually go to AJ or Walter or something like that. Yeah, let's see. That would be. This is where that plate plays off big time for him, because you just swipe here and you got these ready to go. Okay, all of that just hit. I have a skip turn, so just go here. That triggered twice, which is weird. Boop to the face, end it off. So I did see an armor plated one, so I want to check armor real quick. $2 million damage off of just one trigger. Okay. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay, then go scroll down to here. You have armor, right? Let's see what your belt looks like, because I can check that. All gem damage, so 20% there, 32%. $35%, 38%. So he has about roughly 40%. $9,152. So at 50% roughly gem reduction, the loot gems aren't affected. So that's pretty sick. I don't see him being, mightier than mighty, but I do see him actually paying off somewhere. I think that plate plays a big role. I think that was the dividends there, and I think if I get him full Fury too, I think that's going to play a role. There's a lot of factors that go into this for sure. It would make strap tours easier. Very, very true. Very, very true. So Godfather at 6-star bronze is actually a pretty viable option. I just think that it's kind of board dependent and very situational, especially if you're not hitting the proverbial nail on the head when it comes to the matches and stuff like that. But that honky plate, being able to recycle that loot gem move is what really matters. So I think he'd be able to clear attitude error requirements, effectively. Let's test it out. I mean, no, I can't because he's showboat. But no, I see Godfather being worth it. I think Zoro was on a right path there. So all that being said, I've now been streaming for exactly 2 hours longer than I wanted to. So I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I totally appreciate you guys coming in here and talking me through exactly what I needed to do for Dakota, watching the journey on figuring out Ezekiel and Bischoff for boss battle. I love the fact that Mikado, you showed me the way on Godfather. I would never have known about that one. So I tip my hat, raise my hat, whatever you want to call it to you. I appreciate that knowledge, man. I'm definitely gonna be working Godfather. He is now gonna be 100% gonna be my grinder. So even if the perks are only at +1 MP, it still freaking works. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you all for coming in. I'm gonna call it a day and go help the people I said I was gonna help an hour ago. So I will talk to you all next time.